I want to stay here in this place. I want to make history. I want to stay in the top, and I have to keep motivated because this is my job. I like to do this, and this is easy to keep me motivated. When I walk in the morning, the first thing that I saw in front of me is my 2 belts, and I want to see that forever. That keeps me moving forward.
Amanda Nunes, destined for greatness. Hello and welcome back to our channel, all. We love MMA and UFC fights because they're so exciting and keep us on the edge of our seats. One fighter who has been so dominant in the sport is the one and only Amanda Nunes. She's at the top of her game and looks unstoppable. Let's find out about her path to greatness. So, without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? Number 6. Who is Amanda Nunes? Amanda Nunes is a name that resonates with the words hard work and dedication. She is a Brazilian professional mixed martial artist who was born on May 30th, 1988. She is currently competing under the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC. In the UFC, she is currently the reigning champion of the women's bantamweight and featherweight category. Yes, you heard that right. She is the first ever woman who has become a 2-division UFC champion, and she is the 3rd ever fighter in the history of the UFC to hold titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously. She shares her position with Conor McGregor, Cejudo and Daniel Cormier. It is so not easy to take away her titles, and that is why she is the strongest opponent that no one could get in the octagon. As of June 2020, she's ranked number 1 in the UFC Women's Pound-for-Pound World Rankings, which shows she is a world-class, phenomenal athlete.
I am with the winner, and not just new champ, possibly the greatest female mixed martial arts fighter ever, the first ever 2-division champion, and the first person to ever knock out Chris Cyborg. How does this feel?
Incredible! Oh my God! I can handle these guys helping me! Helping me! Come on, let's go!
Number 5. Early life. Amanda Nunes, also known as Amanda Lourenço Nunes, was born in Pojica, outside Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. Her parents are Yvette and Sandoval Nunes, and she is the youngest of 3, her 2 older sisters named Valdirene and Vanessa. When she was 4 years old, her parents split up, and Amanda Nunes and her sister remained with their mother. In order to bring the bread to the table, her mother used to sell hot dogs, sweets, and various beauty products while simultaneously pursuing her job as a school administrative assistant. Her mother raised her daughters as single parents. In an interview, Amanda Nunes revealed that her father did not approve of her fighting initially because of the fact that she's a woman, but now supports her wholeheartedly. Amanda Nunes has many golden feathers in her cap. She became a gold medalist in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the Pan American Jiu-Jitsu Championship in 2008 as a blue belt and gold medalist at World Jiu-Jitsu Championship in 2009 as a purple belt. Wow, this woman was reaching heights from the very start. She became a world champion of the North American Grappling Association, NAGA, in lightweight and absolute categories in the year 2012. Amanda Nunes currently holds a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a brown belt in Judo. Number 4. Training. She started her MMA career in the year 2007 where she used to train at Edson Carvalho's gym, and after moving to New Jersey, she joined the AMA Fight Club. She then moved to Miami where she trained at MMA Masters, and now she currently has an association in training with the American Top Team. But that's not all. She revealed in an interview with TSN that for her fight against Megan Anderson, she used to train with men. Megan Anderson, who stands 6 feet tall, has all the advantages and truly belongs to her weight class. The Lioness Amanda Nunes stated that she trains with men who are the same height as Megan Anderson so as to get the idea of the opponent. She stated that she was not worried about the size discrepancy at all because she's faster than Megan Anderson and will do some things that Megan Anderson will not be able to keep up with. A true lioness she is. Fun fact. Our Lioness Amanda Nunes is the first ever openly lesbian champion in the history of the UFC. She married UFC fighter Nina Ansaroff, who competes in the strawweight category in the UFC. She even went on to credit her success in UFC to Nina Ansaroff, and the couple had their first child, a daughter named Reagan Ann Nunes, on September 24th, 2020. This shows that MMA is a very progressive sport when it boils down to it.
We know each other very well, very well. She knows when she sees something in my face that I don't like, she'll be able to really work around. We have this connection very well, and we really help each other. And we trust each other. I trust her, you know. I feel like when you have this kind of trust, things get easy and be able to flow very well, you know.
Number 3, controversies. Amanda Nunes, during her fight against Ronda Rousey, lashed out at her. It seemed a little out of character for a phenomenal fighter like her, who has not built her career on the basis or foundation of trash talking with opponents. During her 48-second destruction of the former champion, she said that Ronda Rousey should just retire because she'll never be able to beat her, and what followed was a cruel gesture where she went over to Ronda Rousey and put her fingers at her lips, shushing her. In the post-match conference, she stated that she felt like an underdog even after winning the match because of the constant trade of attention built around Ronda Rousey before the match, which made her feel like an odd woman. Nonetheless, she felt bad and realized that her gesture and lashing out was not a sportsman's spirit, and hence issued a public apology to Ronda Rousey, where she stated that this is the real Amanda Nunes who is respectful of her opponents. She said that she was sorry for the words that she spoke and does not want people to remember her because of that moment.
I'm humble, I'm respect fighters, and I like to keep it like that. But that night take me like in another level, and I say like couple bad words, and then I wanna take that away, and I never is gonna do that again. And that one was like my last one, and I wanna fix it up.
She wanted to let the people and Ronda Rousey know that she has a lot of respect for her, and all her anger and frustration was because of the way the fight was built up in the first place. The lack of promotional punch that truly neglected her and made her mad and angry during the fight. She also stated that UFC should just give equal time to each and every fighter regardless of what superstar they're going up against. As for Ronda Rousey, she said that she was a dominant player for a very long time, and now that the sport is changing and evolving, they have a new champion, and that is her. Number 2, most famous fights. Amanda Nunes has achieved a stellar UFC career, and all thanks to her amazing hard work and dedication that she has shown, and that has helped her dominate the sport like no other athlete in UFC history. Now let's look at her most famous fights that shaped her MMA career. In the year 2016, on July 9th, she was paired up against a strong opponent named Miesha Tate at UFC 200, but Amanda Nunes went in with the goal to win and nothing else but win. She saw her first UFC championship victory where she brutally battered Miesha Tate in a clinical fashion and won via rear naked choke. UFC 207, on December 30th, 2016, was supposed to be a grand comeback for the superstar of UFC and the hyped Ronda Rousey, but that did not go as planned because Amanda Nunes finished the fight within 1 minute via punches and went home as a champion.
It's over. Wow. Flawless performance by Amanda Nunes. Stunning, devastating victory by Nunes. Wow.
Amanda Nunes' tough and trickiest opponent has to be none other than Valentina Shevchenko, as they met at UFC 215 on September 9th, 2017, where the judges offered a split verdict decision in favor of Amanda Nunes. She was able to defend her title by the slimmest of margins. Number 1. Distinguishing quality. There are various characteristics that make an athlete different from others. It helps them stand out during the competition, and seems like our Lioness Amanda Nunes has plenty of these characteristics that have helped her establish herself as a magician in the octagon and helped her leave a mark in the history of UFC. Amanda Nunes seems to be a master of her range and uses high leg kicks, calf kicks, and deep kicks to batter down her opponent in the octagon. She employs various techniques that ensure the fact that her opponents stay at the receiving end of her immensely, brutally long strikes. So this is it for today, and we hope that you enjoyed today's video about the phenomenal Amanda Nunes. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to hit the bell notification to never miss an update from our side. We will see you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned.
This is going down. I'm gonna be the first female 2 champ inside of the UFC. Guys, happy! I am! I told you!